But that's my story of being called a misogynist today and being accused of hating men, which I'm not entirely convinced is wrong. Are we on? Welcome to Mary Jane Millionaires. I'm Larissa.
And I'm Rochelle.
And today we're going to be doing the basics, which is just painting acrylic on canvases. But I brought inspiration for it, and you haven't seen what it's going to be yet. So this is what we're both going to try and paint. Are you ready? I'll show them first, and then I'll show you.
Awesome.
How are your painting skills?
Well, I painted that turtle.
Oh, very good. This is much harder. This is what we are painting.
Oh, goodness.
Right? Isn't that stunning, though? So I brought lots of supplies first because I figured acrylic alone wasn't going to cut it. So, welcome to my painting tickle jar. Other things in here, bingo jobbers, because you never know when you're gonna need one, and edibles.
You just have them like spread around your...
No! I have an edible pickle jar that I go to that Kyle restocked, and it's like a 10-pound bag. Like, it is awesome. These ones are...
Was that the ones that I really enjoyed?
Yes.
The peach orange.
And it's a 1-to-1 THC to CBD blend. So it's really good for like that blend of creativity with calmness. If we were going for more like shits and giggles, wanting to laugh, we want to go higher THC. There's also the blends that are more CBD, which is good for like girl chat on the couch, kind of chill and eat snacks. So
good to know.
There's also CBG and CBN as well. I'm not 100% sure on what CBG does because it's new. Well, it's new to me, anyways. But CBN is good for nighttime.
Oh.
So if you want to have sleepy, it's a good one. Higher THC, good for freaky times. Good for the freaky times. CBD, good for sleep, not the freaky times. So this is yours, and this one is mine.
Thank you.
Oh, for snacks, Rochelle was in charge of snacks tonight. So we got sparkling ice, peach nectarine, and what do we got? Where'd you get that? You introduced the snacks.
Oh, well, I don't know. So I saw these popcorners. I'm not sure how they taste, so we will find out. But I've got white cheddar and sea salt. And if they are not good, go on back to the basics.
That's right. That'll be our show, like, cornerstone of, like, if our snacks are shit, we always have a bag of those in the background.
Yes.
First review, we're going to open everything up, and then you can watch us paint and talk about shit. That's a very leap first, ask questions later attitude to your drugs. That's like reminiscent of the good old days at the bar. You find a pill on the floor, and you're like, oh, what's that gonna be?
Somebody was gonna take it.
And now I'm worried about, like, is my avocado intake good enough? Like, did I eat enough avocado? Are my hormones in balance? That's what I'm worried about right now. Okay. Hello, friend. Okay. So, what is your experience level with painting with acrylic on canvas?
Normal. I don't know. That's what I normally paint with.
Okay. Okay, so you have your own techniques and your skills. I don't have to teach you. You got this.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. Well, then go forth, my child.
Okay.
Art craft.
Should I get my own little thing?
No.
Oh,
I forgot we were sharing.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
do you not want to share?
We can
you want
share.
your own thing?
No, it was all the way over there.
I know.
So.
I know. I forgot that we needed paint for our paint craft. No, that's what I was thinking about that.
That makes sense.
Okay. I moistened my thing.
Yummy.
Oh, no. No. Where moist is a yucky word.
Yeah.
It's just everyone universally agrees. So why would you say yum?
Because everybody agrees that it's gross.
Okay, so you were playing on that it was good. You weren't one of those freaks that liked the word moist.
No, I don't like it.
Anyways, do you love this? I love this.
That is great.
Does that turn out good? Okay. Let's rough it out here. I'm going pinks. You know what, pink flex? I'm okay with it.
Flexing pink?
What?
I said flexing pink. I thought you said pink flex.
Like flex
Oh,
as in
flex.
like little dots. Not like flex. But sometimes like I'll be floating. But like I like to think that
I'm sorry.
Oh no, we're gonna leave it. She's gonna forget about it. She's gonna wonder, did I have a blue mole this whole time?
Holy Jesus, that's good. Good. I'm glad that you approve. That's the word.
Mm-hmm.
Words are hard sometimes.
Look, it's even got a peach on it.
Wonderful pain. I love it. Fuck around.
Being a woman is beautiful.
What I try and tell myself.
Whew. I don't really want to make eye contact with that one. I've learned. Not normally am I in a scenario where I like to be making eye contact. God, working in an office sucked.
Oh,
Because you'd be in a meeting and you just have that pain. You know the pain I'm
yes,
talking
I
about.
do know.
Universal pain.
And
just like trying to like talk through it.
yeah.
Like you're not being lightning rodded up the ass. Jeez.
Okay.
Really, that didn't make you spit your drink out? Is that a term you often hear, being lightning rodded up the ass?
No.
How did that slip by and not get like a laugh? That was gold. That was gold.
It was. I don't know. I guess I was just
Losing my touch, folks. But
no, it's because I'm gonna use. Ooh, are you going to tell me the story now or later of what this like?
How I hate men.
Yeah.
Okay. So background. I was on a podcast today, for my other business, and I had filled out a questionnaire and things like that, and I said my usual pitch. I said I work with female entrepreneurs, helping them write books, aiding them in being vulnerable, but still being an authority figure and all these things. And so like, it was a standard pitch of like, hey, these are the topics I can talk about. And so I get on this and he's like, oh, you only work with women. I said, no, like that's not what I said. I said, I work with women primarily because when you're in marketing, you kind of have to pick a niche to market to. Like your product is not meant for everyone. It's the same with my business. It's not meant for everybody. So I had to look at like, who do I really connect with? Well, it's women. So anyways, this guy he's like, oh, interesting. And then we get talking more and it didn't take very long for the word misogynist to come up and how I was erring on the side of misogynist because I refused to work with men. And again, I was like, no, I don't refuse to work with men. This is all before the show started. So none of this is actually on the recording. We had a very rare 15 minutes before the show to figure out like what we were going to talk about, which is kind of abnormal. I've done a lot of radios and podcast shows, and that kind of prep is odd. Like normally it's more free flowed. So it kind of felt a little premeditated because then he accused me of hating men.
Yep.
And those were exact words. Oh, you hate men. But he was not aggressive in any way, shape, or form. It felt very passive. Like I wasn't threatened by this man in any way, shape, or form. It was almost like he was a bit threatened by me, to be honest. But like I had given him no reason. I'd never met this man. All he got from me was text. But then he says, oh, you don't hate men. I know that you're married. And so he'd been on my Facebook profiles and things like that to like check my marital status. And like, it's not hard to go on Facebook and see that I'm married. I talk about my husband all the time.
Yep.
And my kid. But anyways, so we get into the conversation and yeah, he's asking me why I only help women, if I think women have like a harder time in publishing, and the question angles were kind of like, do you think women really need special treatment in this field? Like, aren't they given enough ways to tell their story and like be vulnerable and to cry, and like, don't you think they're given enough? And then even one of the lines of question was, well, do you think men are given that same opportunity to be vulnerable and to show? And of course, that's a fucking trap of a question, because no, of course they're not.
Yeah.
They're told to man up, grow a pair. They aren't given the same, I would lightly call it permission,
Yeah.
that we are to be vulnerable, to cry. only in the sense that crying is associated with girls, but it's still associated with weakness.
Yes.
So permission very likely. And so of course I had to justify why men need just as much. It was, I don't know. It was a weird conversation. Sorry.
It does sound like if there's a time, maybe he made that so that he could talk to you about it before airing it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like I said, I didn't feel threatened. I didn't feel like he was on a witch hunt in any way, shape, or form. But there were a few times where he blatantly, and this is about, I'm coining this term. So he called me and he said, and it was almost as if he was Googling it on the side of our conversation. He's like, there is no female version of a misogynist. And so now I'm a Mr-ogynist. I'm not a misogynist. I'm a Mr-ogynist because do I hate men? No, but I don't like a lot of men. Like, I don't like, the example I use on like our Instagram account is like, I don't like men who cannot show their emotions or cannot handle someone else's emotions without having their own visceral attack to the feeling. And I can't handle when men say, oh, I can't come out tonight for a beer because I got to babysit my kids. No, fucking grow up. That type of men I don't like. Same as men saying, I love women. I support women. I love women. It's like you don't support all women. You don't love all women. Just like we're not attracted to all types of people.
Yeah.
You love the woman that's portrayed on TV with the big boobs and the blonde hair and the clean attitude and rock star in the sheets. That's the type of woman you love.
Yeah.
You don't like women like me who are a little bit louder. You know? It's chunky. But it's the same thing. I don't like all men. They don't like all women.
Yeah.
What's the other soapbox I wanted to get on tonight? Oh, not a soapbox, but my update on my journey to Snoop.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so I've been watching, the comedy shows lately, the ones that I've been sending you. I watched Hannah Degrassi. They're very funny. I don't know what their last name is. Anyways, I watched them, and it was a compilation, so it was a really good show. I was very sad it only got 12% on Rotten Tomatoes, because it was such a good show. And you know what pisses me off? It was all of the comedians were on the LGBTQ spectrum somewhere.
Okay.
Whether they were openly transgender, or they were transitioning, or they were overtly gay, like they all had some big role in that community.
Yeah.
And it got 12%, and their comedy was bang on if you didn't hate LGBTQ people. And that's what I think made me mad about Rotten Tomatoes, is there's no way that's a 12% show. It was awesome. Yeah, and Kyla and I laughed so hard, so many times. And yeah, it got 12%. But anyways, so I watched her, and then I watched them. And then I watched the one that I sent you, Taylor Tomlinson.
Yeah.
Which was
that
hilarious.
Yeah.
So my only next logical step in this career of Mary Jane Millionaires, to get us some you're mixing, very nice. Get us some street cred, is to go into stand-up comedy. I don't see any other route, do you?
No.
That I have to go into stand-up comedy. And then I'm gonna be so funny. Once Snoop Dogg invites me, he doesn't invite me because of stand-up comedy. I'm pretty little, I'm a little name. I'm not gonna make it big right away. But I'm doing this on the side, I'm part of the local city scene, and then I'm gonna get invited on the show with Snoop because of this particular segment, because the floaty version of me gets invited, and then they're gonna find out I do stand-up comedy, and they're gonna offer me my own Netflix special. That's how I see that panning out for us.
That's a pretty good one. I like it.
And it is really fun. I've got some great moon art on there.
Like your butt moon, or like moons?
Based on the story I just told? Yeah, good question. No, that's still butt related.
I'm sorry.
No,
It's a question that needed to be
answered. Yeah, I agree. It did. Like the phases of the moon. I don't know how to make this not butt related. You've ruined it. I don't know how to bring it back. I'm verbalizing. look at the mistake I made. Oh, and it's so much better now. But not like out of a corny teaching moment. Like I genuinely feel that way. That's what I learned. I even said that on the podcast, on the misogynist podcast today. Of like every mistake I've made in my business, and I've made some costly mistakes, has always given me something.
Yeah.
And most of the case, it's learning what not to do.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you need to fix that. This is our second week of me badgering Rochelle to go on anxiety meds.
I'm actually thinking about going to talk to my doctor. So the reason it scares me though is because like I don't know like if I have like really really bad anxiety, and like what if I want to come off meds? I've heard that it's very hard. So
why would you want to come off?
Well, so
it's better on this side.
I was like, I don't know if like I'm like that bad or like.
You have anxiety about your level of anxiety, Rochelle. Process that. Like it's bad, okay? Like, Jesus.
When you say it like that, it all makes sense.
I had a friend, and I'm sure there's lots of people out there, and no judgment, but I'm a double dipper by trade. And I had a friend once that was not a double dipper. And I had to be really careful around her. And of course I'm respectful. Of course, yes. She's got a cleaner way of living than I do. Absolutely. Less STDs? Probably. But I've actually never had an STD. Proud. Got married when I was in my 20s, so didn't really do that whole thing. What was I saying?
You had to be very careful with her because she chose a healthier life. And
because she was cleaner than me, so I would respect it. Of course I would respect it. I wasn't going to be an asshole and like make fun of her for it, because one day I could talk about that. That would be that's spilling the tea.
Ooh,
for sure on the internet. Maybe not yet.
Or maybe right now is the perfect time
because nobody's watching.
Yeah.